Last time on Super Dragon Ball Heroes Ultra Gold Mission, the Saiyan Black faced off against Jiren the Grey in a massive battle, but this was interrupted as Goku stepped in, looking for a fight. What'll happen next? Join me as I find out. Won't you? Alright, got a cover with Trunks and Goten. It's always weird having future Trunks and Goten team up because, that's not the Trunks you're familiar with, so I don't know how to take all that. Also, Kranoa, Goku, and the Warrior in Black face off. A battle that knows no limits unveils itself. And we pick up on the time-displaced homeworld of the Saiyans, I think, as Goku tells Jiren, sorry for getting in the middle of the fight, Jiren. And Jiren says, do as you like. I'm going to meditate. And he does just that. Change switch to Goku. Team 1's Son Goku versus Warrior in Black. Of course, Goku cracks his knuckles and says, alright, with that, let's fight. And obviously Bardock is, of course, naturally ready to throw down. Goku says, Super Saiyan 3, huh? If so, then me too. So he powers up right into Super Saiyajin 3. Goku goes in for his first strike, but Bardock easily manages to counter it, grabbing Goku's fists with his hand. Goku, sensing something's off, jumps back. He thinks to himself, I'm using the same 3, but there's still a wide gap in power. Of course, Bardock being enhanced by the dark energy. Goku thinks, I feel like there's an ominous power enveloping him. And you see the dark image of Dark Shenron behind Bardock. Yeah, he's dragon juiced. Bardock tells Goku, if you really want to survive, then come at me with all you got, Kakarot. Goku is shocked to hear this and says, I thought you were an ally. Well, it doesn't matter now, as Goku powers up into Super Saiyajin Gold, and then he shifts into blue. Okay. He goes in for a kick against Bardock, but, okay, that's weird. I guess it was a feint? I thought it was a kick, but he was going for a punch. But Bardock manages to block this as well. And as Goku struggles, Bardock says to Goku, is that all you got? He then forms several dark energy orbs around himself, and then unleashes them all against Goku, showering him with blasts. But Goku, though roughed up, manages to get through the blasts fairly okay. He switched into Ultra Instinct Sign, or Omen, whatever you want to call it, floating high above in the sky. Bardock then forms more of the dark energy orbs, ready to unleash them against Goku, sending them flying Goku's way. Goku simply glances at them and evades them nimbly with ease, thanks to Ultra Instinct. He twirls in the air, avoiding each attack, slowly making his way down to Bardock. And as he lands right before his father, he strikes an elbow to Bardock's midsection. Bardock goes for a kick, which Goku easily avoids, trying to strike with his own kick, but Bardock manages to avoid that. Goku tries to get in another kick, but Bardock manages to block. The war of attrition continues onward, each striking, each blocking. And even as Bardock tries to send out a shockwave of energy to envelop Goku, Goku nimbly manages to avoid by jumping into the air, twirling, then touching down. Goku charges up a Kamehameha as Bardock charges up a final spirit cannon. They both fire it off. The beams meet with a massive kaboom. Their blasts struggle against each other. Bardock shouts to Goku, not yet. This is where we surpass our limit. Goku also struggles against Bardock. He unleashes even more energy into the Kamehameha. Goku then transforms into, I'm not even sure which form. It looks kind of like he just transforms into Super Saiyan. And as Bardock also continues to struggle against Goku, I think he realizes maybe he's outmatched. And as Bardock seems like he's about to meet his fate, he remembers back to when he met Eos. As Bardock questions her, a selection of histories, you say? Eos tells him, that's right. When the choices are separated, the histories will split off. Those guys will meet with each other and impart a bad effect on all history. This is salvation for all of those who survived in history. You, a singularity who escaped from history's central axis, will go ahead and help them out. Okay, so he's essentially like a paradox that shouldn't exist, which, of course. But somehow he just keeps coming back. like the reverse flash. Bardock questions, is there no way to save all the histories? Eos tells him, I'm sorry, but that's difficult to do. Plus, there's just too many of them. Yeah, it's like we keep spinning off in alternate realities and timelines. We gotta prune these branches, man. Someone call in the TVA, jeez. Bardock tells her, alright, but I have a condition. There seems to be survivors of the true history. Let me test those. Oh, he wants to make sure they're able to actually survive or they're worth surviving. Ao says, very well. So is this what this tournament was about? Seeing if Goku was good enough. And as the dust settles, Bardock tells his son, you pass. Live and survive, Kakarot. Bardock slumps to the ground. Goku thinks to himself, oh yeah, speaking of which, why does this guy know my name? Who in the world is he? It's both cool and kind of unfortunate to have this massive battle between Goku and Bardock and Goku still not even know who Bardock is. The announcer then states the second round of the Super Space Time Tournament has reached its conclusion. The Fairy Mill has finally been captured from the Warrior in Black. The winning team is... Eat! Goku has caught the announcer, who says, it hurts, let me go. Goku says, hee, gotcha. Goku asks, hey, can you take me to where that Eos person is? The announcer says, okay. Now, please, release your grip. My face is gonna get crushed. We then transfer over to Eos's temple, housing, wherever she keeps her shit. The area, Selection Realm. Yeah, last time, Klonoa had come to confront Eos. Oh, I mean, the hooded person with a very specifically distinct eye and body size. As they approach Eos, she says, yo, so it was you after all, Klonoa. And Klonoa reveals herself and simply asks, return the time scrolls to me, Eos-senpai. Senpai, Yamate! So, I am starting to wonder, was this kind of a test for Klonoa? Because what Eos is doing seems bad, yes, I get it. But at the same time, these timelines, that's part of the job. These timelines really shouldn't exist. There's paradoxes. You're creating time rings. You're causing all these situations. Although the question becomes, hey, where were the two of you when that whole Zamasu thing was going on? He was mucking through the timeline something fierce. But I guess it's one of those things where it's just like, as long as things kind of get adjusted, it's fine. Not to mention, considering how the ultimate fate of that timeline, it kind of starts to become clear why Klonoa and Eos didn't do anything. It's just like, that timeline's gonna get purged anyway, so not touching that. And it was a cool battle between Goku and Bardock. It's just like I said before, the whole thing of Bardock knowing who Goku is and always being impressed with how high his ceiling goes and stuff like that, that's cool and all, but the one thing about the latest story arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga was the fact that Goku kind of started to get to know his dad, and it's not like he was dismissive about him. It was just like, oh, that's my dad, huh? Weird. I just feel like that's something that maybe should be explored a little bit more. Or maybe not. Some people feel some kind of way about the whole Bardock situation. But it was a pretty cool fight, all things considered. I like the idea of Bardock wanting to test things out with his son, make sure it's just like, yeah, he deserves to survive. He's got the power. The one thing Bardock has ever cared about, that his child lives, survives, and thrives. The other one can kick rocks or whatever. It's funny now, too, because we still keep doing things with Bardock, but you think they would do something with Gine now, too, since she's been introduced. But she's not a fan favorite like that, Well, tell me what you thought about the fight against Goku and Bardock. At least we got to see more of it than in the anime. Freaking cut away and then cut back and the fight's done. Like, ugh, come on. But I am curious. Is Eos ultimately a villain? Is she a hero? Is she just testing Klonoa? It's really hard to tell right now. It could go either way. I feel like just having her be the bad guy would be a missed opportunity. She could be preparing the strongest timeline for the dangers of what's to come or something along those lines. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on the next video. And until then, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.